Hey guys! So if you're watching this video, congratulations! You found my secret booktubing channel. Well, it's kind of a booktubing channel. I'm not going to review books so much as just talk about my favorites and the stuff I'm writing. I'm also thinking about doing a few videos about classic books, just for funsies, but that might not come until later. One of my goals this year is to read 50 books, which means I need to read 4 to 5 books a month. So I've decided on the first Monday of every month I'm going to tell you guys about all the books I read the previous month and then tell you which was my favorite and why. January was an extremely good book month for me. Seriously, most of the books I read this month had me staying up late on more than one occasion. I read Bloodrose by Andrea Cremer, I reread Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini so that I could read the sequel, Days of Blood and Starlight. Then I read Shades of Earth by Beth, Revis, and Beautiful Creatures by Garcia and Margaret Stohl. Before I tell you what my favorite book was in the month of January, I want to give an honorable mention to Shades of Earth. It was the last book in a trilogy I've been reading and loving since the first book, Across the Universe, came out 2 years ago. All 3 books in the series took me on a roller coaster ride of plot twists and turns that just had me guessing from page 1 till the very end. I never knew what was going to happen next. I've always described the first book as a YA mix of sci-fi, romance, dystopia, thriller, murder mystery, a little bit of everything, so I highly recommend it for just about anyone. But my favorite books this month were definitely both books in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. It was my second time reading Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and I can promise you it was even better the second time around. The descriptions blew me away, just like they did the first time. I want to go to Prague even more than I did the first time. It's just a beautifully written 2 books, and I can't wait for the third one to come out, but it's not coming out till 2014 and I don't know what to do with myself. I love the main character, Karu, who is a blue-haired art student in Prague, but that's only one side of her double life. She was raised by chimera, which are these humanoid creatures that appear to be created by bunching together a bunch of different parts from lots of different animals. One of the chimera is named Brimstone, and he is kind of Karu's father figure. He sends Karu out on missions to collect teeth for him, and then he gives her wishes in exchange for those teeth. It's super cool world. It's, again, very plot twisty, and another book that just keeps me turning the pages because I have to know what happens next because I have no idea. And Laini just has a way of like building up these amazing worlds for these characters, this kind of beautiful like ways that they're living, and then completely tears it apart by the end of the book. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm dying to have someone to talk about these books too, so if you've read them, let me know, and if you haven't read them, please, please, please go out and read them. So in the description you can find the Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and IndieBound links to buy all of these books. These are my affiliate links, so if you use these links to buy any of these books, then I will get a small but very, very small cut of it, but if you do, thanks in advance. Also, in the description I'm going to put a link to my blog, which is I'm kind of trying to turn it into like my center of everything on the internet. I'm going to post everything I ever do there, on my vlogs, on my videos on this channel. Probably going to put some other content up there as well. So if you've never been to my blog before or haven't followed it yet, I suggest you do so down in the description. Thanks. Bye.